In 2005, investigators in Palm Beach, Florida, began uncovering a dark secret.
A lot of girls knew about it, and a lot of girls were doing it.
If anybody asks if you're over the age of 18, just go ahead and go with it.
There was a wealthy man in Palm Beach who was offering young girls a way to make money.
She knew a guy in Palm Beach that we could give massages to, and we could make $200.
I was starting to get really nervous, and my heart was starting to race.
He asked me to get comfortable, to take, my clothes off.
That man was Jeffrey Epstein, and he had set up a system designed to bring him underage girls. Girls who would say he abused them and left them feeling helpless and terrified.
I couldn't run, I couldn't leave.
If I screamed, who was going to hear me? Who was going to come?
You were 14, correct?
Yes.
Local police and the federal government would investigate and, by their count, find dozens of victims. Epstein would become one of the world's most infamous predators, a man who could have faced decades in prison but served just 13 months in his own wing of a county jail.
Why would you cut this deal with Jeffrey Epstein?
Epstein's abuse would span years and cross state lines.
New York, Palm Beach, New Mexico, Paris, Virgin Islands, and each one of those residences is an alleged crime scene.
I'm ABC's Mark Remillard, and with a team of journalists from the ABC News Investigative Unit, we've traveled around the country to look at Jeffrey Epstein and the allegations of his horrifying abuse, to hear from the girls who suffered it, who are now women fighting to recover from it.
When I look at those other girls, they were ruined too, and I can see it. We're all broken.
We retrace his history, the rise.
He was like an international man of mystery.
And fall of one of the most prolific predators of our time.
There could not have possibly been a more wealthy, a more powerful, or a more dangerous sexual predator.
There is no other case like this. This is the longest standing human trafficking case.
This was a miscarriage of justice from the start, and until now, nobody gave a damn.
If you're a victim of sexual abuse, your voice should be heard. Period.
I couldn't fight back when Jeffrey Epstein sexually abused me because I hadn't yet found my voice. Well, I found my voice now.
Truth and Lies, Jeffrey Epstein, starts January 9th.